We were watching this. We did a marathon of the old Freddy Krueger show. There was a show on in the 90s when Nightmare on Elm Street 4 was out. There was like the peak of Freddy fever. Like Freddy had like a breakfast cereal. He was hosting Friday night videos and whatever. And there was this show called.
It's a horror. It's an anthology.
It was like an anthology called Freddy's Nightmares: A Nightmare on Elm Street series.
No. A Nightmare on Elm Street, the series. So there was like 2 colons in this title. So it was like a joke. And we go, Freddy's Nightmares, A Nightmare on Elm Street, the series.
And we decided it must have been like there must have been a rights thing like that. This wouldn't be a surprising thing if there was like people who had the rights to Freddy the character and then people who had the rights to Elm Street or something.
Because that's what would happen with it, if any of you are old enough, and none of you are, that Friday the 13th had an anthology series that didn't have Jason Voorhees in it. It was like a shop of cursed objects.
It was an antique store, of cursed items.
Because somebody owns Friday the 13th and another big group owns Jason. That's why the last
by the way, the Friday the 13th, the series with that cursed antique shop, totally ripped off the Scooby-Doo, the 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo, which was Vincent Price hired Scooby and Shaggy to work at his store or whatever, and they dropped a vase or something, and he's like, "No, that had ghosts in it." And I was like, "I want you to go out and round up those ghosts."
How many are there?
Yes. As many as in a standard network season order. But also a very spooky number, 13. But in the 13th episode, do you think Scooby brings in the ghost and then he drops the back 9 ghosts? All right. Go get the back 9 ghosts for a total of 24.
Those are the mid-season ghosts.
You counted the pilot ghost. Everyone does that. You're not supposed to do that. Anyways, but that, okay, if you're out there and you created Friday the 13th, the series, you know what you did. But also the Night of the Living Dead franchise. We met with George Romero when we were much younger, and
amazing.
It was interesting. One of the things that was fascinating was hearing not only how the reason that movie's was famous was because of a bunch of mishaps that also unfortunately resulted.
It was originally called Night of the Flesh Eaters, and then at the last minute they changed the name, the title card, but they forgot to put like copyright information on it, and it became public domain.
That's why everybody was allowed to put it at their drive-in theaters for free, so they all did, which was the ultimate distribution tool, because it was just but that's what made it the most famous, most successful money-making movie in the world. But Romero and his people didn't really get any of that money.
They didn't make any money. That's why they've been remaking it every
But then there was the other reason why you notice with the Night of the Living Dead, it's splintered into, I think, like Rubenstein owned, like, it was like, how did it divide? It was like anything that's of the dead is Romero's property, and anything that's a time of the day.
No. Living Dead is owned by, oh God, I forgot his name. I can't believe it. Anybody horror fans out there? Who? What am I looking for?
Well, because they don't want to advertise false expertise.
What?
That's not the
okay, that's helpful. Anyway,
what did he say? Is that
Sharpie butts a lot?
Oh, he's just
I'm just jumping out stuff.
I mean, anything to stretch the time at this point. I mean, like I got so nervous about the visuals. I was like, can I see photos of my dog? And then, everybody was like, yeah, but not if you use the trackpad or something. And I was like, oh God, what are we going to do? And then the first 10 minutes was like, we just burnt out our energy with all those visuals. There's a mannequin with pantyhose on it. And now what are we doing? It's like listening to a golf tournament.
People enjoy that.
Hammond moves up to the bit, stands in front of the bit.
There's a
and
cricket
slowly
in here.
Tries to whack it.
Is there a cricket in here?
Yeah, it sounds like it's over there.
Well, that's nice. Maybe that's the meltdown cricket. He followed us.
People
or
always
she
think it's a fan. It's a fucking cricket. That's what
ladies can be crickets.
Like. Oh shit. It was a secret mic drop that
I haven't
didn't go
dropped it
nowheres.
yet. No, I haven't dropped it yet.